Yeah,
not going to talk about my first
this
experience
is year
with this game.
one. But no, we played it the other night after we recorded the show. Or before we recorded the show.
Maybe I tried to like expand too quickly.
Yeah,
because
no.
I think
I used to do that.
I think I thought I needed to, like, have all the buildings, not all of the buildings, but like the essentials. And I guess my idea of essentials was too many buildings.
Too many cooks. I did it for you. There you go. I knew you were.
Brian wrote on my Facebook wall the other day, and he was like, he said, "It takes a lot to make us stew," and I'm like, and then of course I wrote the next line:
"Too many cooks,
too many cooks."
I mean, we say too many pylons a lot sometimes. We don't say it a lot, but we say it a fair enough number of times.
We say it enough times, not too many times,
not too few, just enough. So apparently I'm low on firewood, which no one's freezing to death yet. So I mean, hey. We're doing all right. Apparently some of my children have grown into adults already, which is terrifying.
Yeah, this game usually goes on a actual... This is what makes it hard, is you're sitting there like, man, I need more villagers. Better start procreating, you know? And they're like, okay, in 18 years, this will pay off. And you're like, God damn it.
Well, it's not actually on like a real...
It's not like in a year you'll have a grown adult, though, either. If I remember right.
Or
is that dependent on difficulty?
I don't know what the actual like time frame is.
Because I remember people being like, "Yay, there's like 15 kids."
Apparently,
here.
I have citizens without jobs. Oh, that's why. There we go. Fixed it. Do you want squash or peppers this year? Squash.
Squeak.
I feel like squash is probably better for them, as far as like actual like.
Yeah, peppers have all that room in there. Or not as. You ever cut open a pepper? There's not a whole lot in the inside.
No, that's why you stuff them.
Yeah.
They were like nature's bowls.
Yeah.
That's what peppers were made for, to stuff it with meat and rice.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed a banana is shaped exactly like the inside
Like
of your hand?
What?
I mean, that too, but like literally, okay, you know how it's not... You're going to make more phallic references here. You know how it's not completely circular?
Yeah.
Banana, not your dick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
if you line it up, it actually.
let me check. I haven't looked at my downstairs mix-up in a while.
The banana actually has like creases where your like the creases in your hand are, almost as if it was made for us to eat, or monkeys.
Weird. It's almost like we came from monkeys.
Yeah.
This isn't a political YouTube channel. I don't know.
I just thought that was. I mean. There's a whole, you know, oh, we've done it for this long, and then there's you had no choice. You were genetically created to eat bananas.
They're so delicious. Bananas are the best fruit, and I don't care what
really
anybody else says.
I actually really like when people make banana chips, like the dehydrated ones.
Oh, I have some downstairs.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm trying to figure out if this game is fun to watch. Because occasionally I have a problem where I don't even think it's fun to play.
It is one of those kind of space out games.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, well, I can just let them do their own thing for a year or two and see what happens.
Honestly, I think so. The game's fun. But
I love this
I think
game.
the fun thing really is, and it is one of those like, you kind of space out and then you realize it when you go 5 years in, you zoom out and you're like, I got a pretty damn good little village going here.
Yeah,
like,
I just also realized I could just make another
field with peppers in it.
Yeah, I just decided that might be a good idea.
And when his town's bigger, you can actually do that thing where you're talking about off the microphone, where you zoom out and you could just hear like villager sounds and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's coming along. Like it's not a great town right now, but I mean it's self-sufficient at the moment. There's a lot of food. This is the most food I've ever had.
There's one thing I want to see in this game.
What?
And it's not like bandits and stuff.
Is it watching the villagers procreate?
No.
Oh. Yeah,
yes.
That's stupid.
I mean,
yes.
No.
Burr.
It's I want adventurers to come into town, not do any adventuring, but you know they need a rest, right? So they come into town, and then you see some dude with, you're not really going to see this, but like a dude with his horned helmet. And
you want there to be Skyrim DLC.
Yes, but not actually any adventuring. He just comes into town.
Yeah, no,
and you're
awesome.
like, you know what he's about to do? He's about to go do Skyrim.
He's about to go.
And we're going to sit here and be dirty little peasants.
This game is a game about being an NPC. This
Exactly.
game is about building an NPC village.
So the cool thing would be if the usual PCs are the NPCs in this game, so they just kind of waltz into your town and then leave. It would be funny to me. I don't know.
Trying to figure out where all of...
It's like, did you play Overlord?
No.
No? You play the bad guy. It's kind of like evil Pikmin. So you have like your little minions, and you're telling them what to do.
Okay.
And you're like the evil... You're a joke version of Sauron, is what you are.
Oh, that actually sounds really awesome, actually.
It's a really funny game. It's really fun to play,
really
too.
Interesting.
And then, like...
Why aren't we playing that?
I don't know.
No, just kidding. I love this game.
But the thing is, like... you realize as you go through the game, all the quote-unquote bad guys, a.k.a. the guys you fight, are a D&D group.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really awesome.
It's like you have your hobbit, like rogue or bard. It was a bard, and you have a rogue. I can't remember what he was. And then there was an elf, like archer, and a paladin human. And you fight
Human
them.
paladin's the best thing you can be.
You're playing them, and you fight them, and you're just like, wait a minute. And then they all, like, about the time you realize it, they all actually band together to try to get you, and you're like, yeah. You're a group in D&D, and I'm the bad guy. This is really funny.
So I realized why things weren't happening.
Why?
You can't make firewood. You have to have logs and actual regular lumber to make firewood.
Yeah.
And I hadn't chopped down any resources. I don't have like an actual like wood cutter because I'm an idiot apparently.
Oh, and don't you have a forester? He can like nurse trees.
I can, and I always forget that foresters and woodcutters are different.
Yeah, one
which is the dumbest
recreates-
thing I've ever heard.
Well, one cuts down the trees and one
Don't try to explain
plants
it
them.
like it makes sense.
It's
stupid.
just did.
But yeah,
You
so.
know, kind of close to where your woods were, yeah.
And
Or other woods, actually, where there's more woods.
here.
Gotta make sure you get as many whatevers.
You can just put more stuff up here. So, yeah, basically this is a game about a lot of planning, which I'm not 100% sure I'm good at sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's working a little bit. I mean, I ended up being able to make a gatherer's hut. This wooden house doesn't have anything. So I really just knocked it out of the park with food. So that's good.
Yeah.
We definitely did a good job with food for a change.
The thing that's kind of neat is if you get really desperate for firewood, you can chop down your orchard.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though.
I'm just saying, it's
yeah,
neat
yeah.
that that's a feature.
Yes, definitely. I don't need more.
So it looks like if you like expanded your town north, now that there's no trees there,
Yeah,
that's
the
like a
goal.
good little spot to expand.
That's the goal. That's
Yeah.
that'll because it's really cool. Like they have a really interesting resource production like set of buildings. You can make a tavern. They'll brew alcohol and it makes people happy, which is really funny. You can make a tailor, it makes warm clothes.
Yeah.
So you can make it through winter. Make a blacksmith, make you tools. An herbalist is kind of interesting because they have a hospital, but it's so big and it's so expensive to actually build the
I think
hospital.
it's a kind of in-game thing.
Yeah, because basically, so there's all of these resource production things. Well, the hospital uses the herbs, and then you hire doctors to actually do that. Apparently I'm out of logs again. Jesus. This is the thing. I'm normally always out of food. I'm never out of, like, trees. So this is strange territory. I don't know why all of these people are getting sick. Nobody's died, though. Nobody's died yet.
Probably because they cold.
Year 2. End of winter.
And people always get sick in the winter.
They do. It's almost like real life.
Yeah.
So, this is Banished. Banished is super fun. It's been it's an interesting town. It's an interesting concept. I think when they sat down and they're like, we're gonna make a game where you just build a town and you hope that they don't die. People were like, no, that's weird. Okay, and then here it is, and it's really fun.
It is cool because, again, it's not that, like, it will be too hard wasn't a thought when they made it. It was
they were just like,
this
is gonna be
accurate.
hard.
Yeah.
Enjoy. So which is cool. Like this game is totally a risk. Also, like, this is definitely like a thing that they totally just made and then eaten a bunch of cost. Like this is the game that totally could have failed. And I mean, I don't know how it actually did commercially. I know I bought it on Steam.
Well, the cool thing about these games, indie games, is so few people work on them that if they're moderately, I mean, when you say how many people bought an indie game compared to how many people bought an EA game,
Call of Duty,
it's like apples and oranges. Like it does. Like,
apples and expensive oranges.
Yeah. Because when they say we only sold how many million copies, we're canceling this and firing everybody. Yeah. Meanwhile, Banished is like, I would shit my pants if I got this many people.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. This wasn't, and like I read the article in PC Gamer or Game. They're like, yeah, it's really hard, and you're probably gonna be bad at it. And I was like, oh well, challenge accepted. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I miss doing is, and I guess this is kind of what our Let's Plays do, is give eye to maybe lesser known games.
Yeah, like that's what I wanted. That's what I want this to be.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Try and spotlight on games that people aren't sure if they should.
Yeah. Because it is a gamble, and a lot of people buy a game and they're like so incredibly mad that it didn't turn out to be good, or that like whatever, it wasn't what they expected. And I'm like, hey man, I mean, it's kind of a gander, or a gamble, not a gander.
It's a goose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna not be? It doesn't matter. I paid $10.
Thank you. So we are in the middle of year 3, or the beginning of year 3. I think this is a good stopping point for right now, and we're gonna pick this up at a later date. We hope you enjoyed watching Banished. We hope this looked fun. If it wasn't fun, the game is actually fun. I realized halfway into talking about Banished that there's only so much you can say while you're actually making the town. So, you know, whatever. It's fun. It's $10 or $15 on Steam, maybe 20.
I don't even think it's 20.
It goes on sale a lot.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's what I love about Steam sales, is games like this that are really fun go on sale all the time.
I was so mad that the free weekend of Sims 4 wasn't accompanied by a
sale on the Sims
4.
Like,
I don't mean to sound
EA does their yearly sale in March or April.
I don't mean to sound entitled, but I'm like, that's been the kind of status quo, and
don't give it to me for free and then not give me a discount if I want to.
Yeah, because it's like I feel suckered, you know.
They gave you like a full game demo. You should be stoked.
Yeah, but then if I like it, oh, too bad I can't afford $60 fucking dollars.
I wish these stupid children would actually work and like break down that rock.
There, Jimmy, go whack that rock until it falls apart.
Seriously, like, come on, man.
Pull your fucking weight, Jimmy.
Learn some self-reliance, you little bastard. But yeah, so I think we're gonna stop it for right now. We're definitely gonna pick this back up because I love this game and I really enjoy playing it. And if you enjoy watching it, cool, we're gonna do it more. So
don't tell us to shut the hell up, and we'll play something else.
Yep. So yeah, this is definitely a totally different change of pace from our last Let's Play, which was Broforce, which was just explosions. And
could you imagine if the Bromando waltzed into town?
I would be really mad that all the work I just did was destroyed by the Boondock Bros.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for watching.